Was beauty and physical attraction enough to win the love of Ottoman sultans? Within the luxurious Ottoman palaces, the imperial harem represented a complex world where politics, beauty, and personal desires intertwined. The concubines were not merely objects of pleasure, they were also political instruments. Gaining the sultan's love often meant acquiring power and influence. A notable example is Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent, whose concubines fiercely competed for his affection. Yet, one woman succeeded in winning his heart and becoming one of the most powerful figures in the empire, Roxolana, also known as Harem Sultan. The beauty ideals of the Ottomans often favored fair skin, large eyes, and long, soft hair. For instance, Sultan Murad III was captivated by Persian beauty, and his concubine Safiye Sultan was considered one of the most beautiful and influential women of his reign. But beauty alone was not enough, a concubine needed to keep the sultan enchanted well beyond the first encounter. From the moment a concubine entered the harem, she learned the arts of elegance and how to project femininity with grace. Myrima Sultan, the daughter of Sultan Suleiman, was the ideal representation of a cultured and refined woman, making her a close confidant to her father. Concubines understood that physical beauty was just the beginning, maintaining the sultan's attention required refined, alluring behavior. Sexual intimacy played a crucial role in winning the sultan's love. Successful concubines mastered the art of seduction, ensuring the sultan felt unique and cherished. Harem Sultan, for example, was known for her exceptional seduction skills. She didn't just focus on the physical aspects but also made Sultan Suleiman feel special and beloved every time they spent time together. One of the traits that distinguished successful concubines was their ability to bring diversity into the sexual relationship. The sultan, who had many concubines, often sought novelty and excitement. Sultan Ahmed I was particularly attracted to Kosum Sultan due to her ability to offer varied experiences, which made her stand out from the other concubines and become one of the most powerful women in the harem. Beyond physical intimacy, the most influential concubines were those who understood how to build an emotional connection with the sultan. Nurbanu Sultan, wife of Sultan Selim II, didn't just satisfy the sultan physically, she was also his closest advisor, sharing in his thoughts and offering emotional support. This emotional intelligence allowed her to retain a permanent position of influence even after the sultan's death. As a concubine gained the sultan's attention, competition and conspiracies within the harem intensified. Successful concubines had to learn how to avoid the traps set by their rivals. Safiye Sultan, though loved by Sultan Murad III, faced numerous plots from other concubines. However, she was smart enough to build alliances within the harem to protect herself. Eunuchs were among the most influential figures in the lives of the concubines within the harem, controlling access to the sultan. Concubines who gained the trust of the eunuchs had better chances of being selected to meet with the sultan. Kosum Sultan built a strong relationship with the chief eunuch, which helped her maintain her prominent status for a long time, as the eunuchs arranged her meetings with the sultan. If a concubine bore the sultan a child, particularly a son, her position in the palace became secured. Harem Sultan, after bearing children for Sultan Suleiman, gained immense influence within the harem and even in politics. Motherhood wasn't just a way to ensure personal security, it was a means of exerting control over the sultan and influencing his decisions. In the end, beauty and physical attraction alone were not enough to win the love of Ottoman sultans. The most successful concubines were those who could blend beauty with emotional intelligence, political acumen, and strategic alliances. Historical figures like Hurrem Sultan and Kosum Sultan demonstrate that those who were able to use their sexual and emotional skills alongside political savvy were the ones who achieved lasting influence within the empire. These women not only captured the heart of the Sultan but also secured power for themselves and their children, shaping the Ottoman dynasty for generations to come.